Hey, what's up guys? I'm Zora Lightning, and today I will be showing you how you can digitize your line art with the help of any image editing software. And when I say any image editing software, I really mean something where if you zoom really far in, you can see the individual pixels. And I'm doing this way because I'm aware that there are other tutorials online, but most of them include stuff like, oh yeah, scan using a scanner, and then edit this in Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or something like that, and I'm aware that not everybody has access to such software or a scanner, in fact. So I'm going to be showing you how you can just take a picture of your line art and make it look almost like it was made on a computer using your very own phone camera and the help of pretty much any image editing software. For this video I will be using GIMP because that's the one I use for pretty much everything. I also use Clip Studio, but I'm aware that not everybody has Clip Studio, so I'll be doing GIMP here because pretty much anybody can use GIMP unless you don't have your own computer, I guess. But if you have a computer, then this tutorial is for you. So the process starts with taking a good picture. For example, this picture here is not good because you can see the edges get kind of cut off over here. And this picture is better, but it's still not super great because there are a lot of shadows in the picture. What you really want is a picture that's got the edges in frame and few to no shadows. And don't worry about stray marks everywhere, because we can clean those up as you're editing. And the first thing you want to do is you want to somehow change the aspect ratio of all of this. Not the aspect ratio, sorry. Basically, see how the picture is kind of in this trapezoid shape here? What we need to do is we need to get that into a more rectangular shape, and pretty much every software has some kind of way to deal with this. GIMP has all of these tools here, basically. And I clicked on the wrong layer. Okay. And in GIMP it's pretty simple, but you can do this actually on your iPhone camera too. I'm not sure about Android phones since I don't really use mine for this kind of thing super often, because my iPhone has a better camera anyway. But if you have a good camera on an Android phone, I don't exactly know what to say, but most softwares will let you do it like directly in here. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these layers I don't need. And you should be left with 2 layers if you're taking a bunch of pictures. But again, you want one that's got all the corners in the picture, and you can of course like crop those out. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 layers, and you want them to be transparent. It doesn't really matter right now, but I always like to do transparent. And now, this top layer here, I'm going to fill this with some kind of really bright color. I usually do bright red. And then go over here to where it says mode, and change the blending mode to burn. And what this does is it makes every pixel that isn't white turn the color, in this case red. Now we're going to go to this empty layer here, and what you're going to do is you're going to fill the layer with a dark color, like a dark gray. It's got to be gray. Don't do like dark purple. And then change the blending mode to dodge, and you can see it looks terrible right now. But basically, you keep picking lighter colors, and the paper parts of the picture without any ink will keep getting lighter until finally they change to completely white. And you might be wondering, why don't you just pick a super light color like white? And the problem with that is that if you pick a really light color, everything will disappear. So you need to find a proper balance between a color that is dark enough to keep the line art on the paper and a color that is light enough to make the paper color go away. And here, see, this here is a shadow. This is why I was saying that you don't want shadows on your paper, because stuff like this can happen. And you'll end up having to go much lighter to get all the color off. And this layer here, this bright red layer, is just for the purpose of visualization here. It's not actually going to end up in your line art. So you kind of just have to keep experimenting with lighter and lighter colors. And that's different for every drawing, but the lighter the original picture was, the brighter, the more lit the paper was, the more white it was originally, the darker the color can be that you're filling with. And now, you can turn off this, and see, this looks pretty bad. And that's because what we need to do is desaturate this picture so that it can be black and white. And this is pretty gray, it's not super great. And what we're going to do to fix just how light it is, so we're going to take this layer and we're going to combine it with the original drawing so that it will now look like this. And like I said, it's not super great. It's very, very light gray, the lines are. So in that case, what we're going to do is basically turn all of the white colors to transparency. And now this looks even worse, but what we're going to do is duplicate the layer several times, as many times as possible. and then combine all of them into a single image. And there you have it. Now you have a crisp drawing that looks maybe not quite like somebody drew it with a tablet or a computer, but it's better than it was before with all the discolorment and the shadows and everything. So that's it for this tutorial. Let me know if you want to see more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and you'll see me next time.